Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me, Angie, again, coming to you Sunday, August 1st, 2010. I'm a little pissed off today about a few things concerning our people. And there's just so much going on with this particular topic. I'm kind of confused on where to start. Why our folk can't get it together? Why we can never be on time for nothing? And some of our people, when we plan certain events where we expect the public to come and we're going to host certain events, why we can't plan things ahead and have things ready prior to the starting time of the event. You know, most of us call it CP time, which is colored people time, for those of you who don't know. But why we can't never get it together, y'all? I mean, really, some of us. Why? That's all I want to know, because I was invited to this event yesterday, and it was a very lovely event, very lovely day. As you can see, I have sunburned. Had a nice time. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining, and I don't want to seem ungrateful to those of you who are sensitive to the truth. Now, what irritated me was that I was assisting my husband on setting up a few things. You know, what he was asked to do was operate the sound for this particular event. And those of you who know me, they know my husband. He is a musician / sound guy. So he's well known in the area for what he does, you know. So, but nothing seemed to be organized. Nothing seemed to be thought out in a well thought out manner, with a plan and a goal to reach a certain point at a certain time, if y'all know what I mean. The event was very confusing. It didn't start on time, as I mentioned earlier, and basically it was a clusterfuck, and it was really disheartening to see that again. And these are professional people, business owners, entrepreneurs. And I'm very proud of these people, you know, because they're trying to do something, carve their own path, make their own way in the business world, which is awesome, beautiful. But why we got to be so ghetto and so unprofessional and so just ignorant about it? You know, really. People were setting up. The event was supposed to have already started. Some of the performers had not yet arrived. And those performers that did arrive, they seemed as if maybe they were walking the red carpet at the Grammys or the Emmys. And it was just a local event. You know, and I know we're a unique people, and I embrace that. You know, but it's 95 degrees outside, excuse me, and we wearing winter boots and winter hats and winter accessories just for attention. Come on, y'all. That's just a little too much. Now, another thing that really pisses me the fuck off is, you know, when we get together, we can't just work together to get the job done, to get the event started. We gotta argue. Everybody know everything, and we can't just come together. Guests have arrived, and get the show on the road without all the bickering back and forth and cussing people out and you know, climbing all around on top of each other just to start the event on time. So, you know, that just really irritates me. And then especially when you ask somebody like me to help you, and you're not organized when I get there to help you, and we still setting up and guests have arrived, and then we fighting with each other over how to set up what, and then you have all this fancy equipment that you don't know how to operate, and you know, have me operating it for you because you don't know what you're doing, and then you want to cop an attitude and get angry because you don't know how to operate your own equipment, but you ask me for help. I don't understand. So, you know, black people, you know, I'm asking you, please, let's get it together. Because if you ask me, this is why it's very difficult for us to have a franchise, like, for example, McDonald's, black-owned, black operated. Now, I know there's a lot of black owners of McDonald's. I know that, of franchises. But we did not discover and create the brand McDonald's. Somebody else did. Black folks didn't do that. I mean, so I'm saying, you know, to be original, to be professional, to know what you're doing, know what you're talking about, know what you want to do before you do it. Have a plan and have specific delegations for your crew, employees, and volunteers that are helping you set up for these events. Come on, y'all. Let's get it together. I was so embarrassed for us out there yesterday. The way that things turned out, it was very unorganized and it was very foolish and childish. So y'all, we got to get our shit together. We really do. Because this has gone on long enough. We used to be, back in the day, in old school, we used to be almost, if not, well, we was more organized than some of the other cultures. And you know who I'm talking about. White folks. Because look at the Nation of Islam. Yeah, a lot of people don't agree with that. But look at how organized we were then. Look at the Underground Railroad, people. Come on, brothers, sisters. We can do it. Why have we lowered our standards so low that it's just like slap happy, anything and whatever, just do it how you just whatever. Come on. That's why we don't have no respect in the business world, in the corporate world, more than what we do. That's why when we start off at the bottom and try to work our way to the top, it takes us so long to get to the level in which we would like to be. Because we don't take our own businesses seriously. We don't take ourselves seriously sometimes. And so the other cultures that got the money to invest or help us fund or raise the money for what we want to do, the new business venture we have, they say no. Not to mention because we black, we already know that. But that's the other reason why. Okay? So y'all, we got to get our shit together. Get our mental mindset together. Get our plan together. Have it tight. Revise it. Look it over. Test it out on somebody before you go for that final, curtain call, whatever you want to call it. Before the day of your event, y'all. Plan out who's going to go do running the errands. Plan out who's going to set up and help break down things. Plan out who's going to be in charge of the food. And make sure all the supplies you need for the food are there before you serve the public. Make sure you have enough equipment for what you're going to do before you do it. And don't expect people to work miracles at the last minute. That's really the kicker there. Is when you don't have enough and you haven't prepared for enough and you expect people to run around like chicken with their head cut off because your lack of planning then constitutes an emergency on my behalf if I'm there helping you and I don't know what your plan is from the beginning after asking you several times. And now don't get me wrong, you know me. I'm all about individuality, being original, and starting your own hustle, making your own grind. But damn, do we have to do everything so sloppy? Do we have to have everything so ghetto fabulous? Do we? Do we have to be ghetto bougie about everything we do? Why can't we be professional and orderly and have a plan and an outline of how the event should map out for the most part? We know everything's not going to go like clockwork all the time. We know everybody's not perfect. We all make mistakes, and that's how we learn going forward. But I don't see us making too much progress. I really don't. Not around here anyway. So, y'all, come on. We got to get it together. We got to stop this last minute running around like chickens with us head cut off and expecting a big bang, a big turnout, a big kaboom. And then we sit back and wonder why. What happened to all the people? How come didn't nobody show up? I'm doing this.